Hey, just Matt here. Hope you're good. Just wanted to shoot you. I'm doing a little series of these videos, so just want to shoot you this video here, which I guess if you were going to title it is your weekend ruining your results. But listen, we know it's a little bit more than just the weekend. So I just wanted to go through with you the concept and the idea behind this graph, this drawing on my whiteboard. Now we know that there's one thing that's for sure is that we do need to create a calorie deficit to lose body fat. So in order for us to, and I'm not saying that's the most important thing that you need to do because we need to eat nutritious foods as well. So it doesn't really, if we're going to eat 1,000 calories of broccoli and chicken, it's got to be better than eating 1,000 calories of vodka and chips, right? So hormonally, these foods will have different responses, but we do know that we need to create a deficit, and we do that hopefully by a mixture of training. Yep, so we get the adaptations and training benefits from that, but also by not eating slightly as many calories, and therefore we optimize our body for burning body fat. So the thing is, right, we will first and foremost, let's just take this example. So this person here needs 2,200 calories per day as a weekly average to maintain their current body fat, okay, their body weight as well. What we do here, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, is we've represented them eating 1,750 calories, okay, and then on the other days you've got 3,100, that's Friday, 3,500, that's Saturday, 3,100, that's Sunday, and then that gives them a weekly average of 2,385. So eating really well here, Monday to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, blows out of the water a little bit, and unfortunately there we've created a surplus, if you like, at the end of the week. Now, this calorie maintenance here is a number that we've established as a result of doing an equation, if you like, where we work out with using their height, gender, age, activity level, etc. So we can actually calculate, and I'll do that in a separate video for you, so you can see how to do that for yourself. But firstly, we do need to know what that is before we set our goals, whether they be maintenance or whatever results we're aiming for by the end of the week. The problem is we've got this kind of this Friday, Saturday, Sunday kind of where everybody's hitting their macronutrients sort of here from Thursday and then way and above at the weekend. So it kind of starts off a little bit like pizza on a Friday night and some drinks, and then Saturday rolls around and people just not feeling quite as good. So we end up when you're tired, your brain signals you to eat more rubbish. Okay, so that's what you do. Then you have that kind of kick in. I'll start again Monday. But as soon as that kind of attitude slips in, we've lost the battle because now it's kind of a free for all. All right. Trouble is, you can go through this and go through this for like weeks and months on end, and even years, and constantly kind of trying to diet Monday to Thursday, and then the weekends kind of let you down. So, what we sort of advise you to do instead, or with our clients as well, is to sort of plan ahead for your weekends. Maybe drop the carbohydrates a little bit, maybe on a Friday, if you know you're going to have a couple of glasses of wine with dinner on a Friday night. Perhaps if you're going to go out on a Saturday morning, you might look at what option you're going to have first before you go out. So you might choose, you might be able to work out what calories you're going to consume first thing in the morning, so that you can sort of compensate later in the day. The other thing that we've also discussed with people is intermittent fasting. Again, in a separate video, I'll go through the benefits and how that works. But intermittent fasting, essentially, where we eat in a sort of an 8-hour window, ideally between sort of 12 midday and 8 p.m. at night, giving the body an opportunity to the nervous system to relax and switch off. We know that has real good benefits for hormone levels, insulin sensitivity, particularly at that time. So I'll go through that in a separate video, but a strategy that you may employ on one of these days. Okay. But the bottom line is we've got to try and help you to not allow this Friday, Saturday, Sunday to ruin your overall effort, okay, because you're putting in a lot of effort here. So we need to just consider this as an overall picture, okay? So calorie intake here along the bottom and days along the bottom here, with the weekly average here on the far right, okay? So yeah, any questions on that, let me know. What we're generally aiming for to start with is a sort of a 10 to 15% deficit around your calorie maintenance initially to start off this here. We know that most people go fairly well with that, and that can be a combination of exercise and nutrition as well. So we're doing more exercise, or if we're going to keep the exercise the same, then we need to create a deficit through the nutrition. Okay, right. Any questions on that? Just let me know. Otherwise, that's just a little sort of illustration of how we can work on your calorie intake, and perhaps being aware of what you need to intake during a week on average, so that we don't blow all of our efforts on the weekend. Okay, speak to you real soon. Bye-bye.